The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Open, the one and only show that opens the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Rina Valentin, your Café con Leche. As always, we are very excited to bring you the best from arts, entertainment, music, sports, and so much more. We begin today's show with our open weekend preview, and first we have a Rockefeller screening film on June 3rd, where you can come out and view a film called All the Ladies Say. That's happening at the Museum of the City of New York. And next, the Caravan Cuba, an event created to help break the blockade in Cuba, will take place in NYC, that's right, New York City, offering food, arts, and crafts and fun for the family. Also, they will be collecting materials at this event. And lastly, we have poetry in the Teatro Pregones Theater entitled Dancing in My Cockroach Killers. After our previews, our first guest is educated and beautiful and holds the title of Miss Puerto Rico of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade 2010, excuse me. And she's here to talk to us about what that journey's been and where she's heading and her future. Then we meet and speak to the owner and photographer of a new t-shirt line. And after that, we talk to a multi-talented artist who is actually here to share some of her life's journeys and perform in our open artist stage. So stay tuned, all that and more heading your way, because now we are officially open. Welcome once again to Open. Rina Valentin here. Yo Café con Leche every Friday, ya tu sabe. And today is Friday, May 27th, and we are jamming out to the sounds of DJ That Girl Curly. Hey, ¿qué? What's going on, DJ?
What's going on, Rina? How are you, sweetheart?
Well, we got that live percussion going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have some type of percussions in somebody's life.
Well, you know, it's going to be a very Latino flavored show today, so it's actually appropriate.
Oh, it sure is.
Well, you know, we are, I think, 2 weeks away from the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I just was curious to know, like, are you going to be marching in the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be right in front of that car that you're gonna be sitting in.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. She's actually going to be one of the 50 people marching in the La Reina del Barrio portion of the parade. Wow, what an honor.
I couldn't miss that in the world.
I know. You know what? I'm like not even there. I'm not even thinking about it. But yeah.
But we're there for you, so don't worry about it.
No, that's hot. And you know what? We're so happy to have you here. And you're doing your own thing, touring around, doing your music. Like, what are you up to lately?
Actually, I'm still doing the tour with Sisters of House. We're supposed to have an official tour starting June 10th. But I still don't have all the details, but in any event, we are still working on that. But in the meantime, I'm making shirts now because I'm raising money.
Is that what that, yeah?
This is actually a shirt right here. It's actually handmade.
Uh-huh.
And it has my name.
Uh-huh.
Of course, it sounds of a dancer.
Right, that's it.
So if you're
That's
interested,
so
hit me up.
poetic.
Yeah.
Sounds of a dancer.
Yeah, sounds of a dancer. I'm raising money. You know, but
for your tour.
Yeah, especially if, you know, we don't want to ask for donations, so we figured I'd rather make something out of my hands to sell it than to say, listen, I need some money. So
where could people
actually,
you know,
are
you having parties and stuff like that?
Actually, yes, June 3rd, I'm playing in Philly with Brian Cox. He's also from New York, and we're trying to get some New Yorkers to get on a bus with us and go to Philly. We're going to be doing Philly, DC, Virginia. So as the time comes close, I will keep you posted on all the stuff that's going on.
That's awesome. And also, you're online. You have so share with everybody.
I'm still online on Wednesdays. Wednesday mornings on prepartyradio.com from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on Fridays, but today I'm off. But Fridays on 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Cyber Jams Radio.
Nice.
And if you're interested, hit me up at dj.girlcurly@gmail.com.
And she's on Facebook, just as we all are.
Yes.
And she's here on Open on Fridays, and we are happy to have you, girl.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. DJ That Girl Curly is going to be rocking, and she is definitely going to play the sounds of a dancer as we entice you to get up off your feet and go do some things this weekend. Why? Because, well, it's that time again. It's now time for your Open Weekend Preview. First up, Rockefeller's screen filming takes place on June 3rd at 8 p.m. That's happening at the Museum of the City of New York, showcasing the short film entitled All the Ladies Say. The film is a documentary about 6 iconic female breakdancers, or should we say B-girls, and their experiences in the sometimes harsh entertainment business. The film has also been selected to participate in the East Harlem International Film Festival, and for more information on All the Ladies Say, you can visit www.ehiff.com, and of course you can go to www.morethanastance.com to actually view some more information on All the Ladies Say. They've been doing really good. We're really proud of Rockefeller here at Open, fellow Bronx site. All right, next up, we have an event that is trying to make a difference in Cuba. Yes, the Caravan Cuba's mission is to break the blockade of Cuba and provide medical and other humanitarian aid to the people of Cuba, and to honor Lucius Walker, who is actually the founder of Pastors of Peace. Pastors of Peace are sponsors of the peace caravans that have supported the people of Cuba for over 20 years. And on June 10th, 2011, located at 121st and Lexington Avenue, there's going to be an event. And that event is actually the Caravan Cuba. And that's going to be happening between 6 and 9 p.m. And they're going to have music, food, arts, crafts, and actually it's going to be festivities for the entire family to enjoy. They will be collecting material aid at the event for the people of Cuba. So make sure you head out and enjoy and get out there and support. Once again, that's happening on June 10th. And for more information on that, you can visit them at www.ifconews.org. Once again, www.ifconews.org. All right, lastly, on Saturday, June 4th at 8 p.m., there is an exciting event at Teatro Pregones Theater entitled Dancing in My Cockroach Killers. A selection of monologues and poems written by Magdalena Gomez, and it's directed by Rosalba Rolón, featuring music by Desmar Guevara. Pregones Theater is actually honoring Magdalena Gomez, and in doing so, they're producing this piece, and it's going to be quite an interesting evening. Pregones is located at 571-575 Walton Avenue, and that is here in the Bronx. And for more information and tickets, you can call 718-515-1202, or you can visit them online by going to www.pregones.org. And we congratulate Ms. Magdalena Gomez in being recognized, and I'm proud of you. All right, moving it along, on Saturday, the 14th, June 14th, as part of Bronx Week, the Bronx Trolley took a narrated tour of the borough's urban working farms. Actually, this passed already. we've done with our open weekend preview. And so they actually went through the working forums with the Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr., and the days highlighted included small plants, gardens, live chickens, and local musicians jam sessions with full coverage on this event is Victoria Pavlova. Let's take a look.
The first Bronx Week Urban Agriculture Tour consisted of 3 different parts, where tourists along with New York City residents had an opportunity to plant seeds and learn more about urban farming.
I think it's a tremendous asset for the community because a lot of times people consider New York, the concrete jungle, and to see actual green space and to be able to look at trees and to see produce being grown and right in their own neighborhood is very inspirational.
I actually saw online that there was this tour, and I thought farming would be fun. Yeah. And I thought that it would be cool to see chickens in the city.
What's known as, this tough urban center is really an area that is blossoming. We're farming, we're harvesting fresh fruit and vegetables. We're creating programming where the fresh fruits and vegetables that are grown on these farms are ending up in the cafeterias of our public schools.
The famous Bronx Culture Trolley departed from Manhattan, and the driver, Fernando Garcia, escorted the group around.
Our famous trolley driver will be making sure we get to all of these places on time.
Our first stop was La Finca del Sur, an organic garden in the middle of one of the busiest interstates in the Bronx.
This place is run as a farm, so most of the plants are edible, and we try to grow specific things that people in this community would want to eat and buy.
I mean, I think it's really important. I work actually in Brooklyn. I'm a teacher, so I know that there's not a lot of space where the kids can, be outside and they can do things with nature.
Our second stop was at the Garden of Happiness, an urban farm developed more than 30 years ago.
There are community gardens all over the city, and they're fabulous gardens. But Bronx gardens are different in that this borough has been through a lot, and the gardens were a way of keeping hope alive.
Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. joined the tour and spoke on the importance of having green spaces in urban cities.
To me and to many of the folks in the Bronx, it's extremely important. This is a way for people to find tranquility. There's a way for you to have a little oasis, your time off in what's otherwise a concrete jungle.
Our third and last stop was a small community garden, also known as the Oasis of Puerto Rican history and traditions for over 25 years.
Here we are in another part of the Bronx, the South Bronx, Rincon Criollo, at 157 and Brook Avenue.
And this is the most famous casita here behind us.
That's
and
it.
They're playing some nice music for us. And so far, we've seen plants, chickens, and people are enjoying themselves. And for more information on the upcoming events of Bronx Week, visit ilovethebronx.com. For BronxNet,
Fernando Garcia
and Victoria Pavlova.
Weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Mom, I'm not gonna go to college.
What are you saying? You've got to go to college.
Well, they offered me a job and...
Son, college is much more important.
No.
Yes.
No, Mom.
Yes.
Anyways, it's my decision.
Okay, well then decide what degree you're going to get because you will go to college.
Their tomorrow depends on your words today. The Hispanic Scholarship Fund has the information you need to help your kids go to college.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year, I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Find out how you can live United for Education. Give, advocate, volunteer. Go to liveunited.org.
Do you wear this?
Hey, welcome back to Open. Rina Valentin here, and our next guests are here to talk about the launch of a new t-shirt line called Addictus Adicere and its new way of approaching addiction through fashion and photography. Please welcome to the set owner Jamie Jones and graphic designer Chris Montolio. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Rina.
Hello.
Okay, so Jamie, we recognize you as being a Bronx business owner who is situated here in the South Bronx near the actual 3rd Avenue Bridge. And while you have this graphic design company, NYG Studios, you're actually launching a t-shirt line, Addictus Adicere. What inspired you to do this?
Wow. You know, it started about 4 years ago. I came up with the name for the t-shirt line, which really talks about my way or my version of good and bad addictions. We all have them. You know, I experienced addiction 20 years ago when I lived in California. Luckily for me, you know, it was only a year and a half and I came out of it, I believe, a lot stronger, a lot more knowledgeable. And, you know, when I moved out here 4 years ago, I really wanted to just focus on starting my new business. Wasn't really sure what my passion was. Had a dream, thought of this name, and it just fit. It's Latin, and to me, both meanings are inspiring, and they're real simple and to the point.
What do they mean?
Addictus obviously just means addiction. It's all about any kind of addiction, whether it's drugs or alcohol. It was first originated by workaholics and smokers. And Adicere, the version that I took from it, it means to be the judge of your life, to kind of pick your own path. You know, we have either the right or the wrong path that we can go down, but nobody can really tell us what to do. People can help us, but we have to be the ones to make the decision to you know, do something or do the right thing.
And we're looking at some images right now that are actually part of this series. Can you share with us what we're looking at?
Yeah, this is, you know, first of all, everybody that's involved in this project, to me, has been a blessing, has sort of just walked in through the door. This is Jasmine Wilson, and she just jumped on board about a couple of weeks ago. I want the shirts to be simple. I want, you know, we do talk about drugs and addictions from going back to the 16th century. So, you know, this one in particular is the first cigarette rolling machine ever made in 1880. You know, and I just like the line drawings of it. But these shirts are supposed to be conversation pieces. This is titled A Triumph of Science. What I took from that is there is an article in there about life-giving pills, you know, and how pharmaceutical companies started with, you know, making us believe we needed to take a pill for every ailment that we had. And they still do that, you know,
Right.
and we still go through it. I have injuries. I have to, you know, take a pill here and there, but, you know, it's really whether or not we're going to abuse it.
Right. And I'm assuming that's what this whole series is. It's an outreach.
Yeah, it's definitely an outreach. You know, I want to make sure that the line doesn't come across as me judging someone for doing what they do, because we all have bad habits or
Right.
addictions. I'm a workaholic. I smoke. You know, but these are things that we are constantly battling all the time. So I want people to realize, you know, this is a no judgment clothing line, and yeah, it would be great if you wore the shirt instead of did that item for that day, just as little reminders, you know. And
That's interesting.
it's a conversation piece. You know, it's something that make people, you know,
That's interesting, though,
talk
to
about it.
actually wear it as a supplement to remind you not to do it, or just to say, hey, let me check myself. Now, Chris, what's your involvement? Are you the graphic designer? Are you the one that designed this actual piece that she's wearing on her?
Actually, this piece that she's wearing, I haven't actually designed. This is something I think Jamie did herself. But getting back to Addictus at Asir, 7 weeks ago, I was looking for internships, graphic design internships, and I couldn't find any internships that I was interested in. So I stumbled upon Jamie. She gave me an interview. She looked at my portfolio, and one of the pieces in my portfolio stood out the most. It had a relationship to what she was actually doing. She was currently working on. So Jamie, Phil, and myself, Phil being the photographer, decided to combine fashion photography and graphic design into one to create Addictus at Asir line.
And what is that design that we're referring to? That you designed?
Oh, it's we're actually working on a lookbook right now, where it just shows the lines of every single shirt. And also gives you a little bit more information of what that addiction is. So
and the history of it,
yeah.
and
and the history of it.
Right, right.
Right, that's also a component that's very interesting. It's actually website driven. Aside from the fashion and the t-shirts and the outreach, there's this, it's a story that's actually being shared and told with history behind it, and in which you can go to the website to look at pictures and learn.
Right, right. Well, we're definitely playing on a couple of words in there. Instead of the 12 steps, we are using Latin and English words. So we've got Partis 12, which is going to be the first line of T-shirts out there, because this is my way of kind of giving back. I also want to say that bringing the shirts to life really is an amazing job that Phil Provencio is doing. And you can visit his website at philprovencio.com because he's actually taking my idea and bringing them to life, and also understanding what I'm trying to focus on.
And Phil is the photographer, just to be
Right.
clear, just so everybody knows. It's Phil Provencio. He isn't here today, but we're going to put up his website so that you can go visit him as well, because he's actually the eyes behind this process.
And my model, Alex Chaban, who's Jasmine just joined us a couple of weeks ago, but Alex has been with me since the beginning, and we actually started this project about 1.5 years ago. And he's an amazing model. He's brand new to it, but I hope that this project here, this launch, which we are launching on June 1st.
June 1st.
There will be information on the
It's
website.
Next week, June 1st.
Yeah.
And is this open to the public or just
It
invite?
will be an RSVP, so you can go to the website and get more information.
All right,
on the
awesome.
event.
Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
And we look forward to being part of that launch. And yes, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Chris. And I'm sure there are many people interested in, your new style of outreach. That's kind of hot. And we're encouraging you to go online and check them out at www.addictusatasir.com and, learn the history about where these habits are formed. All right, don't go anywhere. Open will be back in a second.
When it's time for lunch, a sandwich is a quick and easy choice. And with the right ingredients, it can be good and good for you. So I'm here today to see who can build the ultimate sandwich.
Friends, that's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. Would you dream about something I did? Are you on your
Did you know that getting up and getting active for just 60 minutes a day is all it takes to help you get stronger, look better, and feel great?
Or that fresh fruits and veggies aren't just healthier and crunchier, they can taste better too?
Eating better and getting more active is easier than you think.
Yeah! Keep watching for some fun and easy ways to discover the magic of healthy living in your life.
America.
Let's get healthy together!
lunch, a sandwich is a quick and easy choice. And with the right ingredients, it can be good and good for you. So I'm here today to see who can build the ultimate sandwich. All right, when the time is up, our judges will give you their scores. Ready, set, go! Okay, Jason starts out with a multi-grain roll. Ooh, Allison stuffing her pita with, yes, spinach, a great source of iron. Jason isn't skipping on the protein, adding plenty of smoked turkey, just like Allison's putting the finishing touches with crispy red bell peppers for a dose of vitamin A. Time! It looks like we have a tie. We'll need to call in our special guest referee.
Now these are what I call quick, delicious lunches. Whole grain breads, a whole variety of ingredients. There are so many different ways to build delicious, healthy sandwiches. These two get high marks in every category. I'd say you're both winners. America.
Let's get healthy together.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year, I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darks there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Find out how you can live united for education. Give, advocate, volunteer. Go to liveunited.org.
Do you wear this?
Welcome back to Open Up. Sports anchor Bobby C. live on location at the site of the old Yankee Stadium, where these new community fields are starting to take shape. Let's look back and see how this ballpark and these fields help shape the career of one Bronx-born major leaguer. Kansas City Royals infielder Mike Aviles feels right at home at Yankee Stadium. The Bronx native who grew up in the Castle Hill section and spent many of his afternoons at the houses of grandparents on Fox Street and Leggett Avenue, just a few blocks from the ballpark, will always have a special place in his heart for his hometown and the house that Ruth built. It was Mother's Day 1997 when a 16-year-old Aviles was walking through Monument Park during batting practice and nabbed a ball that flew over the left field wall at the old stadium. His first big league souvenir came on a day when the Yankees were playing the KC Royals. Talk about a sign from above. Flash forward to 1998. Guess where his first career hit came? You guessed it, Yankee Stadium.
It's always great, get a chance to come back to the place where, I grew up playing out in all the parks around here. Anytime you get to come here, you get family in town, plus you're also, just the atmosphere, just being around. Everybody always says it's kind of tough to play here with all the fans and stuff, but to me it kind of feels home because I grew up around these people. I know, I'm just like one of them, and that's the good thing about it.
Aviles, who later graduated from Middletown High School in upstate New York, played college baseball at Concordia, nearby Bronxville. His career took off there, where Aviles was named a Division II All-American shortstop and the D2 Player of the Year in 2003 after hitting .500 with 22 homers and 65 RBIs in 45 games. You ever reminisce and think about those days playing on the sandlots at Castle Hill?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you think about it, and I was talking about it earlier with Matt Trainer, our catcher, and he was asking me about, how the fields were, and I was telling him how pretty bad they were. Sometimes there's glass, sometimes there's rocks, but you go out there, you don't even think about it because you're a kid and you want to have fun, you want to play baseball, you still have that dream, you still have that goal, and, I was fortunate enough to get here.
The hits just kept on coming for Aviles, who was named the 2007 Royals Minor League Player of the Year, and after a breakout rookie campaign in the majors, the Royals Player of the Year in 2008. An elbow injury ended Aviles' 2010, but now the rising star is back and looking to build off a career that started on the sandlots of the Bronx and under the bright lights of Yankee Stadium.
My parents always told me, never give up, and to always keep, always prove people wrong. And that's what I always tell people, no matter what a scout, a coach, a person, anybody tells you, it doesn't matter what their opinions what they are, because ultimately what it comes down to is what you believe and what you feel in your heart. And I know I was always confident in my ability, and I knew that I could, get to the big leagues, because that's what I felt like I was meant to do. And the one thing I would tell kids are, do not ever give up on yourself. The moment you give up on yourself, you might as well just go pick something else to do, because it's not going to be there. And for me, my heart was always in it, and it was only one thing I was going to do when I got older, and I'm doing it.
Mike Aviles will certainly never forget the old Yankee Stadium, but now he's going to have to do some damage here at the new ballpark at 161st and River Avenue, and for that matter, so are the Yanks. The Yanks rebounded from a series opening defeat to Toronto on Monday by rallying in the ninth on Tuesday night at the stadium. Trailing 4-3 in the last of the ninth, Curtis Granderson delivered a game-tying RBI single, paving the way for a walk-off single by Mark Teixeira and the club's second pie in the face of the season. Let's go inside the locker room, catch up with Tex and Russ Martin about the big victory.
All I need is a single. Early in the at-bat, I wanted to let Curtis steal, because I know the pitcher's a little slow to the plate. Curtis obviously can steal a lot of bases, so I was going to let him steal. He did a great job stealing the base, and then after that just needed a single and didn't try to do too much, just hit a line drive, and luckily it found a hole.
We hear a lot about we're a home run team and we don't really get hits when there's guys in scoring position and stuff like that. So it's definitely nice to put a nice little streak together there.
Fueled by the momentum of Tuesday night's victory, the Bronx Bombers finished off Toronto in a 7-3 win Wednesday afternoon. Starter Freddie Garcia picked up the victory. Andrew Jones homered twice in support of Garcia. Meanwhile, Derek Jeter, who doubled in the matinee, is now 24 hits away from 3,000. Jeter and the first-place Yanks will be in Seattle this weekend. While the legendary Mariano Rivera made his 1,000th career appearance Wednesday, fellow reliever Rafael Soriano will be sidelined for 6 to 8 weeks. He has an inflamed ligament in his elbow. Somewhere GM Brian Cashman is screaming, "I told you so." Maybe Soriano owes Cashman a little bit of an apology. Mets owner Fred Wilpon certainly does. He apologized this week to stars David Wright, Carlos Beltran, and Jose Reyes for critical comments he made in The New Yorker. The cash-strapped Mets are in serious trouble and are expected to sell a portion of the team in the very near future. Former Met and Bronx-born superstar Bobby Bonilla is set to collect millions beginning July 1st when his deferred contract from the 1990s resumes. The Amazons are wrapping up a road series in Chicago and are coming home to face rival Philadelphia for a weekend holiday series at Citi Field. And now some quick hitters from around the world of sports. The Miami Heat and Dallas Mavericks appear bound for the NBA Finals. Former Cleveland Cavaliers coach Mike Brown is expected to replace Phil Jackson in LA. And don't be surprised to see the Vancouver Canucks and the Boston Bruins in the Stanley Cup Finals, with Vancouver a very good shot to win it all. But the biggest news, ladies and gentlemen, as I come right into the screen at home, has to be the proposal. That's right, New Jersey Nets star, if you can call him that, Chris Humphries, has popped the question to Kimmy Dash, Kim Kardashian. I didn't think she'd be gone this fast. Let's have some better news in the C-list. Welcome back. Today in the C-List, we're going to talk about this guy right here, the captain, Derek Jeter, now 24 hits away from the magical number of 3,000. It's hard to believe, but none of the Yankee greats of yesteryear have ever accomplished this feat. That means no Babe Ruth, no Lou Gehrig, no Mickey Mantle, no Joe DiMaggio. This guy, the captain, has a chance to be the first, which of course is unbelievable. Here's my predictions. I love to give them to you. I think the captain will get that magical number. He'll attain the number 3,000 in Chicago. That's right, on Father's Day at Wrigley Field, I think the captain will get the 24th hit that he needs to reach 3,000. Sorry, Bronxites, it's just my prediction. Hopefully I'm wrong. Let's see him do it here in the Bronx. Go, Derek Jeter, go! That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. Back to you, Arena, with more Open after this.
Hey! Please, step
back, sir. We're just dumping a little excess sewage here. I hope those shoes aren't new. Oh, God.
Hey, welcome back to Open. Rita Valentin here, your Café con Leche, bringing you our next guest, who is a multi-talented and experienced individual in the music scene. She's a singer, percussionist, dancer, actress, and well, she's here to talk to us about her upcoming projects, her touring, and most importantly, her new production company. Please welcome to the show the salsa legend of our era, our salsa queen, Miss Choco Horta.
Thank you so much, Rina.
Yes.
I am very happy and thrilled to be here again for the second time. And I must apologize to the public that is listening, because I'm going to be addressing to you guys in Spanglish, because sometimes it's quite difficult for me to address in English. De todas maneras, me siento bien contenta de estar aquí otra vez.
Yes, and we're very honored and just really taken by the fact that you continuously come back and share your journey with us. And yes, and you know, just to share with everyone, you know, most people reference Celia Cruz, La Lupe, and you know, may they rest in peace. And yes, they are icons; they will forever remain in our hearts. But you know, now's the next generation, and our new generation is Miss Choco Horta. And Miss Choco Horta actually comes from Puerto Rico, and after having been established in Puerto Rico, she came to New York, and she's chosen to stay with us here in New York, and she tours all over the world, not just the United States, the world. And she's taken on a new identity, and that is that of a producer. And, you know, I want you to share with everyone what all of this means. Like, tell us about your journeys and what made you decide to self-produce.
Well, you know, las compañías disqueras se detuvieron en un momento, if you want to traduce or translate what I'm saying.
Okay.
Las compañías disqueras ya no están haciendo a los artistas. La maquinaria del internet vino a tomar el espacio. Y los artistas, si queremos seguir en este journey, como tú dices, tenemos que hacerlo, especialmente las mujeres, que somos muchas veces miradas de lado, y si no tenemos que tener la fuerza, el ovario, para poder continuar haciendo esto que nos gusta. En mi caso, cantar.
Yes, well, what she just said, and I'm going to keep it minimal, I love the ovary part. We led up to the ovary part. However, what she was sharing with us is that now, due to this new outlet, which is the internet, there is this avenue that has presented itself in where artists now have the ability to self-produce, to actually convey the image or the message that they would like their voices to be used for. And what that requires is wearing another hat, in being the producer, the marketer, and all that other good stuff. But that she feels it's very important in this industry, particularly for women, because in this industry, women have a tendency to get pushed to the side, or you know, aren't really recognized for the work that they do. And so, getting back to the ovaries, she says we need to have the ovaries to self-produce.
Isn't she great? She's the real queen, I'm telling you. Because I heard something, by the way. Let me interrupt you. You just translate that beautifully, and I'm going to try to address in English. I heard something. A little bird told me that you're the queen, la reina del barrio. But officially, I think they're gonna honor you. Is that right? That I heard that la organización del el desfile nacional puertorriqueño te va a honrar a ti como la reina oficial. Is that true?
This is like a seriously Puerto Rican show today, because as you know, prior to this, we had the Miss Puerto Rico of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yes.
And yes,
Good for you.
I am actually going to be officially crowned La Reina del Barrio, and it's one of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade's events, and I will be in the Puerto Rican Day Parade in a convertible with 50 people marching under La Reina del Barrio's name. And
Congratulations on that. And let me tell you, that's what we were talking about. Females empowered. Am I empowered?
Yes, you're right.
La mujeres en poder haciendo esto. We don't need no one to give us permission. At least I don't need no one to give me permission to do what I like to do best. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And interesting enough is like for as long as La Reina del Barrio is actually the name of my company. And I've actually taken it on. Obviously, it's something that, I don't know, it seems to be this official.
It's hilarious. You're kidding me? It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's an honor to be in ya la puesta número 50, creo. No recuerdo cuál es el número de las paradas puertorriqueñas. Yo hice 8 años corridos. Caminé con Tito Puente. Yo desfilé por la puesta de Vieques. Caminé en floats en el desfile 8 años corridos. Y este año voy a estar el 16 de julio en Battery Park City como parte del desfile puertorriqueño. Así que lo que está ocurriendo este año a ti es tan bueno para ti como las personas que quieren hacer este programa como lo tienes tú, que tienes un staff maravilloso, dicho sea de paso, un staff muy profesional de estudiantes profesionales. Así que eso es lo que hay que hacer, tener una visión y seguirla. You must have a vision and then follow it.
And keep going and keep going. And, you know, thank you for acknowledging everyone who contributes to this show. Because, yes, we do have a really serious team here on set who, without them, this is not possible. There is at least a good 10 to 15 students that actually make one of these shows possible. So the fact that you acknowledge them and the way everybody has been, you know, taking care of you and handling their positions is appreciated. And
My
you know,
pleasure.
this segment is really supposed to be about, you know, you and your journeys.
It's still been about me.
It is, you know, but the thing is that, you know, you put that aside for a moment to acknowledge everything that's going on here. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, we really appreciate that. I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. And but back to you and your traveling, because we were able to get you right before, well, after or whatever that you're going to be in California. You're actually.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be this Sunday.
Yes.
The 29th, if I'm not mistaken, this next Sunday.
Yes, the 29th of May.
And I'm going to be in the Mogul, the huge, the biggest ever Congress, Salsa Congress at Los Angeles. Is Albert Torres. He produced this Congress. And I'm going to be singing there near Victor Manuel. And Johnny Polanco is going to be accompanying me. But I did this 2 years ago, and a beautiful show at the same stage with Jose Alberto Canario and Gilberto Santa Rosa, the three of us, which was a great experience. So I'm happy that things are happening, and it's not that things are happening. We have to make things happen. You cannot sit at your house and think nobody's calling me for a gig. You call people. Nobody's calling me to do a CD. I'll produce this CD. And I wrote this song, which I honor, I tribute the ladies in salsa. I mentioned 43 of them. Las mujeres en la salsa, un homenaje a la mujer, incluyendo, empezando por Cuba. Celia Cruz, La Lupe, Celeste Mendoza, Graciela. Después voy a Puerto Rico. Mirta Silva, Sophie Fe Cortijo, Yolanda Rivera, Nueva York. La India, Brenda Keistar, Trina Medina, son buenas. Voy a Colombia. Mimi Barra, son de azúcar, Carolina de Ajo. Voy a Venezuela. De Venezuela, Trina Medina y Canelita, ¿cómo no? Ese le escribí para todas las mujeres. Porque en el mundo del disco no se ha hecho un disco así. Este es el primero y estoy honrada de que lo escribí yo.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
That is so wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
she gave us a little taste.
Yep.
So, but you still got to stay tuned because she's going to give a full-fledged performance later. Now, what she just gave us a taste of is her new CD. It's Choco Swing. And what's really interesting about this whole process and where we are now and what we're sharing with you is that she produced it.
Yep.
She produced it. So what was that like?
Oh, that was beautiful. I selected this gentleman in Puerto Rico. His name is Reinaldo Peña, as a musical producer, and I'm the executive producer. And then he put everything together. Willy Sotelo, el director the director of Gran Combo, piano player. Cachiro Thompson. La carátula es la hizo el artista gráfico Evi Marchani en Puerto Rico. He's the best. Well, in my case, la foto es de...
You're entitled.
Yeah, la foto es de Elías Carmona. Esto fue una foto, no sé si la pueden panear. Esto es una foto que me tomó Elías Carmona en un show que yo hice en Hostos College. Esto fue hace 2 años. Y ya me lo corté el pelo, pero ahí estamos. Y es una producción completamente hecha en Puerto Rico, con la agresividad, no de lo que las compañías quieren, not what companies want anymore. It's my music from the barrio, from a female, and you'll see the strength that it has later on, that I'm going to be singing Rata de Dos Patas, which it was written by Manuel Eduardo Toscano, and it's, lo estoy vendiendo en la 116, en el barrio Music Center, Rey.
That's on 116, 115 in Lexington.
En mi website, chocohorta.net, and descarga.com, and
CD Baby?
CD Baby, thank you.
CD
So, you know,
Baby.
it's been all around, y ahora está metiéndose para un Grammy. Se está sometido para un Grammy. Así que, con el favor, thank you.
And we got her here.
Thank you.
On the
Thank
set
you.
of Open. We're so excited
And
about
once
that.
I win the Grammy,
Yes.
I'll be back here.
Yes, with the Grammy. Love it. Oh, got us so excited. We're good. We have to take a break before we actually have you grace our stage. But we're actually going to show a little clip of your the video that you produced as well. So I would like you to just set it up a little bit before I say, we got to take a quick break so that they get an idea of what it entailed.
Again, this is my company name is Chocolocochon because that's my title, mi grito de batalla. I don't know how to say that.
It's her signature
In the
chant.
field, yeah.
Yeah, her signature chant.
So I grabbed that with bolsillo, which means pocket production. So I took all together and I, again, bought this camera, a Canon, a D7, and I start recording in my mother's apartment. Like, you're gonna see my mother in the movie in the kitchen, and then my brother dancing, and then the other part I recorded it in Senegal and Africa. I was there for 14 days. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. So may you all enjoy this humble and unique video.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Choco.
My
We
pleasure.
thank Choco
Always.
for being here. And for more information on Choco Horta, you can visit her at www.chocohorta.net. And like I said, next up, we're going to have a live performance from her. But stay tuned because we're going to get a little taste of her video.
Chocolocochón, redondo y cuadrado.
Hilarious.
Good.
Choco Locochón, dalo otra vez.
Oh, you want me to do it? Nene, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres, ah?
Dame más Choco Swing, por favor.
Aquí tienes, mi amor. Oye, qué swing. Lo que tengo no lo tiene ni el que la cuchara mueve. Este guiso, el condimento es especial. Han tratado aún no pueden, no descifran los poderes. Yo les digo que no lo van a lograr. Porque lo que tiene swing es un swing que está sabroso. Lo que hay adentro con swing, el sabroso swing de Chioco. Porque lo que tiene
Did you know that getting up and getting active for just 60 minutes a day is all it takes to help you get stronger, look better, and feel great?
Or that fresh fruits and veggies aren't just healthier and crunchier, they can taste better too?
Eating better and getting more active is easier than you think.
Yeah! Keep watching for some fun and easy ways to discover the magic of healthy living in your life.
America.
Let's get healthy together!
Hello, welcome back everyone. Rina Valentin here, and well, you know, we got a little taste of who Choco Horta is about, and the lights are shining, and the curtains have risen because it is now time for our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Hey, once again, we have the beautiful Choco Horta, and this time she's here to perform for us live on our open stages. This Boricua multi-talented diva delivers her vocals and showcases her dancing talents. Enough of that. Let's give you a taste. Let's give it up for Choco Horta singing from her latest Choco Swing.
Infrahumano, espectro del infierno, maldita sabandija, cuánto daño me has hecho. Alimaña, culebra ponzoñosa, desecho de la vida, te odio y te desprecio. Rata de dos patas, te estoy hablando a ti, porque un tipo rastrero, aun siendo el más maldito, comparado contigo, se queda muy chiquito. Maldita sanguijuela, maldita cucaracha, que infectas donde picas, que hieres y que matas. Alimaña, culebra ponzoñosa, desecho de la vida, te odio y te desprecio. Rata de dos patas, te estoy hablando a ti, porque un tipo rastrero, aun siendo el más maldito, comparado contigo, se queda muy
Animal.
Animal y te le ríes en la cara.
How
you doing?
Thank you. We need you to speak in here so that everybody can hear you. Pero this is your new CD.
Yes.
Choco Swing.
Choco Swing es lo que hay.
Choco Swing, lo que hay, brought to you by Choco Loco Chop Productions. No, Choco Loco Chop Bolsillo Productions.
Sí.
And, well, we just want to make sure you visit her at www.chocohorta.net. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this episode of Open. We want to thank all our guests, Jennifer Velasquez, Jamie Jones, Choco Horta in the house, DJ That Girl Curly, our amazing crew, and interns for contributing to this wonderful show. And of course, we want to thank all of you for watching us at home and on the internet. Tune into the Recablecast tonight, 5 p.m., 10 p.m. throughout the entire weekend. And you can always view us on the web at 24/7 at www.bronxnet.org. Stay tuned for another exciting episode of Open next Friday with me, Rina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Adios! Feel the Boricua pride, people!